Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the OECD has highlighted how vulnerable the Aussie economy is to its housing sector. But first, the number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits fell to a level last seen in March 1973. Their labour markets are tightening, even as economic growth appears to be moderate in the first quarter of 2017. Markets now expect a US Federal Reserve benchmark rate hike this month. In China, despite the president's anti-corruption campaign, the combined wealth of the top 100 members of the Chinese parliament has been calculated, and it is impressive, and not necessarily in a good way. It actually makes the Trump cabinet look like paupers. And just like Australia earlier in the week, Canada has reported a 2.6% economic growth in the fourth quarter of 2016, one that exceeded expectations by a healthy margin. It was on the strength of consumer demand for cars and financial services and a rebound in real estate investment. We will have to wait until March 16 to see if ours is similarly impressive, although we did report a strong 3% result in the third quarter of 2016, so our bar is higher. In Europe, we are starting to see the effect of low-priced oil shift out as an inflation-depressing factor. Eurozone inflation has risen to 2% and above the ECB's target rate for the first time in 4 years. This is the highest level since January 2013. However, analysts don't expect the ECB to alter its current €60 billion per month stimulus program. In Britain, they are making a real meal of their Brexit processes. In Australia, regulator ASIC has taken Westpac to court, alleging that the bank made home loans in breach of their responsible lending criteria rules. The allegations relate to activity before March 2015 and centre around the bank using a formula for assessing affordability rather than the client's actual circumstance. And the OECD has reported on the prospects for the Australian economy and is generally positive. However, their vulnerability to a house price collapse triggering the first recession in 26 years has sharpened, they say. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is up again today to 2.5%. Oil prices are down again today, now just under $53 for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is just over $55 a barrel. Demand for petrol in the United States, which accounts for 10% of global oil consumption, is expected to peak in 2018 as engines become more efficient. And the gold price is also lower again, down another $14 to $1,232 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is lower again too, as a stronger greenback rises further. The Kiwi dollar is now at 70.6 US cents, its lowest in 8 weeks. On the cross rates, we're at 93.3 Aussie cents, and against the euro at 67.2 euro cents. The TWI is at 76.5. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.